And I'm back. Pause. Goodness gracious. 20 minutes late because I wanted to fix my camera. There's just no fixing that, apparently. Alright. I might have to redraw this. Redraw some of this. Let me see if I can find. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. That might be a little bit better. Might be a little bit better. Anyway. Guess I'm just waiting for. Well, I'm not really waiting for anybody. Let me see if I can find the right thing. Dude, it sucks. I'm gonna have to redo this entire chat. Well, I only thumbed like 12 pages. Womp womp. Dang. Halfway through, and I gotta write a whole new scenario. That's not fun. But I keep forgetting. I keep swapping these out. That's right. Alright, extend that to be a little bit elongated. I can probably work with this. Actually. Okay, so glug. Put this over here. Turn on the controller, the shortcut controller, and then open up Wait, what? Why is it not? Oh yeah, I didn't even plug it in. I didn't plug this thing in. The dongle. Well, I can actually. I don't even need to put it in the. I don't need to use anything Bluetooth related. I'll just put it in there. Radical. Okay, I can fix this. I can do this. Man, smooth frames. Yo, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've experienced smooth frames. My my PC's going crazy. My PC doesn't like when I do this. But I do. It reminds me that I've waited long enough to be able to to rotate the canvas again. I have the right to be free to rotate the canvas. Okay, so let me go back to da 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 da. Go back to here. Da 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 da. Where did I put the? Okay, here we go. Okay. On my way out. Red Ross the front. Out the front door. Oh, this was. Why did I thumbnail this? Like, they're all inside. No wonder why I was so confused. They're outside of the front door. Okay. No wonder why I was so confused. Okay, so anyway, usually I stream for 20 minutes. No, nobody shows, nobody says anything. It's the huge. It's the huge. All right, I think I'll just freeball it from here, since I really don't know. Since that beginning, first two panels is really throwing me off. Actually, I'll make it. Those first two is really throwing me off, so I'll delete it. Oh, should I? Well, if I elongate this, it would just make it look like you're supposed to read this first, and I don't want that. So, seems like a bad idea. So instead, I'm just gonna make this. She's walking out. Walking out. And I'm trying to think on the spot because it's been a while. And this was the last thing. How would I show? Well, maybe I can do something like with framing. Well, actually, I can do a panel that shows the house. Because when I'm looking at everything, it just seems like ugh, what's that noise? Something gave in. Okay, so the door's right here. No, but how can I convey her leaving the house? And still seeing the sister. Well, I see her opening the door. Like so. I do like the door being over here, the character being over here. So let's probably make the door. We're gonna work in broad strokes, right? Okay, I'll show the character walking towards this door right here. Like everything else would be like details, but so this is going to be the most important things. See if I can understand red. Like red's going to be over here, so chicken body. I remember there was like a good reference. Well, let me just take this reference. Okay, here we go. I feel like this might need another. Well, ooh, idea. Let's make the opacity 30. of a very interesting idea. Well, that's not a 30 opacity. Oh, let me just turn on the gray. This might help me go beast mode. So how can I make this feel? Right. How can I do less work actually? Because like all the direction was like she walks out the front door. Maybe I can just do that. Yeah, I can just probably instead of showing what's inside the door, I can just draw a door. She walks out. Do two things at once. And then I can draw a silhouette of Chelsea. Which I have not drawn her in forever. I'll use this as a guide. Well, I can just break this out as a guide. Golly, it sure has been forever. Keeps me active, I guess. IG. It's like maybe I can reference this. Hold up. What have I already done? Yes, I drew the outside of their house before. Oh. Looking back. Give me a second. Okay, nice. And I drew the inside. Yeah, I drew the inside of the house before. Real. Okay. How long have I been going? Okay. 12 minutes. Not bad. Goodness gracious. Let's freeball it. So Hmm. There we go. Now I'm getting in the groove. Okay, so I remember there's a branch from the tree that goes out of here. Okay, so I could probably have the silhouette of what's her name? Red over here. Okay, so this is a window right here. There we go. Hmm. There's like a stairway over here that leads into another area. Could be a part of the house, or could be like a garage or a storage unit. It's kind of like wayside, where everything kind of connects to each other. It's kind of like a slum. Not a wayside, but yeah, it's kind of like a slum where everything's connected to each other. Like I do feel like everybody, it's a mix of everybody living on top of each other, and people having a lot more space to do whatever they need to do. Like this is also like a skyline. I feel like this is like a two-story, something along the lines of a two-story building. Hey Finchow, what's going on? Just barely made it. Just made the made it before the 20-minute mark. Dang, I wish I had more tea. How you been? What's up, my dude? Finally got my PC parts. The CPU, the motherboard, the RAM. I mean, I already had all of that, right? But I needed a bracket for my CPU, and I needed the right cooler for the CPU because I bought this thing right here, which is technically, yeah, it's a cooler for the CPU, but the mechanism to lock it to the CPU, to not to the CPU, but to the motherboard is wrong. Unfortunately, it's wrong. And I had to buy something out. And I had to buy another one. But the other one was I had to wait 2 weeks for it to arrive at my house, and that's because USPS is pretty bad. It was stuck in Colorado for 2 weeks, for about a week or whatever, and it was nuts. And when I was disassembling my old CPU and motherboard, I realized the reason why everything was moving so sluggish was because the cooler of my old CPU was not, the brackets were broken. So imagine one of these screws right here didn't screw. They weren't fastened correctly, and that basically what made it slow down. It wasn't properly cooling the CPU, which made the CPU heat up really, like overheat to the point that it made everything slow down. That's why I couldn't do a lot of things like could before. And the fact that I have a new CPU means I can play a lot more games. I made sure to get an 8-core CPU this time. I didn't want the best. I just wanted something that was not, that didn't come out in 2011. So I got an 8-core CPU. And yeah, I can play a lot of games that I had in my library before, but better. And that makes me happy. Like, I couldn't play Deathloop. Well, I can't play Deathloop now because of, it's more software issues and hardware issues. Metaphor Refantasio plays a lot smoother, especially even on stream. That's fun. And streaming's become a lot smoother experience. And with the new motherboard, I could finally utilize both fan exhausts on my chassis. For the longest time, it only had one fan, and I had no idea where to plug that in. And the reason why I streamed yesterday, but it got cut short, was because I installed the fans incorrectly. I should have installed the fan, because the way that I installed them incorrectly was I did what I thought was right, and that was point the airflow, the fan, to the direction of the airflow to get fresh air in the CPU to keep it cool. But what I realized when I was trying to do that, it made a lot of noise because there's a metal mesh that covers the both of the exhaust areas of my PC, and I realized that it's supposed to push hot air out because it's both of the vents are on top and on the back of the PC. Metal flesh or mesh. Yeah, there's a metal mesh, and it's directed on top of the PC and on the back of the PC. When there's air coming in, it's supposed to be on the front and below the PC. That's where the cool air comes in. And I was thinking, why is there a vent on the top and then on the back of the PC? But then I realized, oh wait, it's supposed to vent out hot air. It's supposed to suck out all the hot air in the PC, so it won't overheat. Everything inside the box wouldn't overcook, so to speak. And that took me a while to figure out, and now it's here. Stronger CPU, better performance across the board, and it's pretty silent. I feel like it's more, especially with two fans, it's pretty silent. More silent than the last setup, which is pretty cool. And the motherboard, it supports USB 3 natively. And I had this box, this PC chassis for about 10 years, and it had a USB 3.0 jack, and I couldn't use it because the motherboard that I've been using for the majority of my time with the PC just didn't support it. One of my preferences is for it to be silent. Yeah, I I just can't deal with CPU noises. And oh yeah, I decided to get. This is not new, but I decided to get another 8-bit DOE wireless controller instead of using the wired controller right here. Because the wired controller, it's good, but I feel like the connection is dying out. I feel like any slight movement is just disconnecting it. And plus, I wanted to play on my Thor, and I love the Bluetooth functionality because it's an Android device. So I like to play my games via Bluetooth, and this thing has such a cool feature that I can swap between the 2.4 G. This is not sponsored. This is not sponsored, I swear. But I can switch between like a 2.4G mode and a Bluetooth mode. So when I'm done doing what I need to do on the PC, I can just like take my Thor, go to my living room, connect it. So if I want to play like Breath of Fire 3, I switch it to Bluetooth mode, and it's all good. The settings have been saved. It's nice. I like it a lot. But recently, ever since I got the new CPU, I've been playing. I've been slowly getting back into playing PC games, but then I realized, man, there's not a lot. There's so many games and nothing to play, nothing interesting, because it's all just indie stuff that I got free from Epic Games. Oh shoot. Yeah, I got free from Epic Games. And no shade to the indies. God forbid any shade goes to the indies, but I might dust off the RPCS3 emulator, the PS3 emulator, so I can finally play Azura's Wrath. Legally, allegedly, because I've been wanting to play Azura's Wrath for a long time. That was like I would get it on PC if, what was it? Who was the developers? Capcom. If they weren't playing, like I would absolutely freaking pay up the wazoo, the special edition and the art books and all that stuff, the definitive like digital edition, if they had it on PC. But Capcom's like, no one cares, and I'm like, well, that's well, I guess they hate fat stacks, fat racks of money that would be willing to shill. The wazoo? Yes, the wazoo. 3 question marks. It's like, dude, all I need, I'm willing to pay. But since they're shutting down all the PS3, all the games on the PS3 library and the Vita library, SMH, bro. They don't like money. Wait, let me see if I can just Never heard of it. I just saw a bit of gameplay of it, and I thought it looked cool. It's an action it's an action packed beat 'em up type game, giving me God of War vibes. Which God of War 3 is another game that I should play because I played 1, 2. I play. It's crazy. I think I played all the classic God of War games except for 3. 1, 2, Chains of Olympus, the other one for the PSP, and but not 3. Not 3. Hmm. Let me try this. Let me draw her up here. I gotta draw her walking on screen because she's tired and such. Dude, I invited my friend Levy to join the stream, but he hasn't hit me up. I told him like, oh wait, is this him? Did I summon him? One sec. Opening stream on second PC. All right, here we go. Don't switch. Data 1 2 3 testing. What's going on?
Not much. What's up with you?
YouTube is ignoring me. Uh, it makes sense because I haven't done anything on YouTube for about
A month.
not a month. I don't think it's been a month, but like 2 weeks.
Mm.
And it was crazy because my last stream, I was like having like I was juggling
You
like
had like
eight.
6 or 8 people
I had like
there.
six
It's
or
not
eight
like that.
people there. Yeah, and
I
now
was there. That was like the stream with the other guy, right?
no, that was actually by myself. That was actually such a weird stream because that was the one when my PC started like crapping the bed,
Mm.
and I was just not working on the comic at all.
Uh, yeah.
I was just talking to the chat, and I was juggling like 8 people.
Okay.
But the good times have stopped. Now I gotta build that up back to square one, like it's Castlevania.
Back to the lab again.
I have to search. Yeah, I gotta search through the castle. I gotta get all the power ups. I gotta get strong again.
Metroidvania. Metroid. That's what I meant to say. Why say Metroidvania?
Yeah, because I said Castlevania.
Right. You right.
Yeah, I played some of that. I played some of the good stuff.
I play a little. I'm a little bit of a Castlevania guy myself, and I'm like, no, you're not.
I'm a bit. Yeah, I just played Metroid, and I don't even like
I
it that
haven't seen.
much.
I haven't even seen you touch Symphony of the Night, the one everyone goons to.
What's what was that on?
PlayStation.
Okay.
It's on a lot of platforms, honestly, but PlayStation is the one that everyone like. That's the one it originated on.
Ah, okay. Every time I think of
If you
old
want to, if you want
Castlevania,
to hear, sorry.
every time I think about old Castlevania, I think about Castlevania 64 for some
Oh
reason.
no, that's the one people don't care much for. The 3D ones are the ones people don't care much for. Though I've heard people do like stuff like the ones on PS2,
Okay.
and people do have a soft spot for like what was it, the one on 360 PS3, Lords of Shadow. Um, but what was it? Symphony of the Night. That's the game that essentially coined the term, which was a fan term back then, Metroidvania,
Oh.
because it was the first Castlevania that played like a Metroid game. Before that, Castlevania games were all level based.
Ah. I guess everybody liked the synergy that was going on.
Yeah. Um, if you want to hear Yuri Lowenthal, Mr. I Don't Have to Try as the main character, you play the PSP version, or really any other version that isn't the PS1 original.
So okay, yeah,
They
it's just
redubbed it. They redubbed it and retranslated it at one point with like their current cast.
okay. That sounds pretty cool.
But if you want the good old, if you want the good shit, if you want the good old stuff, the good old die monster, you don't belong in this world. What is a man shit? You play the original PlayStation version. You can't go wrong with any version of the game. They all play basically the same.
Which one have
It's
you
not like
played?
I haven't played any of the versions, but if I had a choice, I'd probably play a PlayStation original. It depends because the PSP version. The only reason I play that is because it's part of a compilation technically, Dracula X Chronicles, which is like one third a remake of a game called Rondo of Blood, one third the original Rondo of Blood, and one third Symphony of the Night.
Okay.
But that would be like a convenient sort of thing, if anything. I'd probably just play PlayStation just to know, just to know why, just to hear the original voice acting. That's just my personal preference. That would be my personal preference, probably.
That's just your opinion.
Yeah, that is just my opinion. And at the end of the day, whichever version you decide to pick is the version that's right for you.
The version you decide to pick is the version you have to live with for the rest of your life.
Basically, first impressions are everything. That's the reason why when I played Baten Kaitos, I installed the English dub patch because the game only had Japanese audio in the what you call it in the PC version. They didn't bring back the English audio for some reason. Um, because I wanted to hear how bad that English dub was, and I feel like it was well worth it.
I feel like a what was it? A guy, a baka
A
gaijin.
Bika Gaijin. I feel like a Goomba Gaijin. Ugh.
But hey, Goomba got back. Listen, you don't understand.
I believe it.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you've been getting into lately?
What are
Since
you streaming now?
yeah, I'm streaming. I was
Okay.
streaming ever since we started the call.
All right. I'm making sure because I checked and I'm like, are you still streaming now? Or you not? I don't know. I wasn't sure. I've been playing. I've still been playing Breath of Fire. I just got finished one of the dungeons, and I'm like, is this game done yet? My only way to gauge is like the retro achievements list. But other than that, I guess I'm nearly done. I don't know. I almost just want this game to be over so I can be like, cool, it's done. I never have to worry about this game again. I'm not touching this game ever.
Do what the cool kids do and give up.
No. I'm already 20 hours in. If I give up, then. Well, if I give up and I want to come back to it later, I'm not going to know what the hell I was doing, and that's worse.
Forgetting your way is worse than giving up. Losing your way
Yeah.
is worse than giving up.
Honestly, yeah, because I wasn't able to finish the 3DS Adventure Time game because of that. That game is even worse. I'd argue about telling you where the hell you have to go than Breath of Fire. I honestly forgot where I had to go, and I've never been able to finish that game because of that.
F in the chat says,
Because
"Don't give up, dude."
oh no, I'm not planning on giving up. I'm already like 22 hours in. I might as well just go all the way. I'm not gonna give up like this guy did.
Listen, I was just in it for the character designs.
You saw the character designs, and you gave up like 10 hours in or something, and you're like, I'm not doing this.
It's like, yeah, I already, I got what I came for, and now I can leave because this game is
Fair.
not fun.
I mean, like I said, I give it a lot of leeway and forgiveness because it's like it was Capcom's first RPG, so there's a lot they could have fine tune, and there's a lot they probably will fine tune in the later games. You can tell me that honestly because you've played 2 and you're playing 3 right now. I'm not, so I don't know if they fix any of the issues I have issues with.
They fixed a lot of stuff. They're pretty good. They're pretty good with that.
Mm. I almost just want to jump to 5 unironically because I'm like 5 was the one that I learned where I learned the Breath of Fire series existed when I was a kid.
4. There is no 5.
No, 5 Dragon Quarter. It's called
Oh.
5 in Japan. I just call it 5 for short.
Oh, okay. 5 doesn't exist.
5 isn't real. No, 6 isn't real.
Wait, Dragon Quarter. That was the Hold up. Finn Chat says, "Why would you give up? That's not skippy at all. Makes it casting strays though, like it's no one's business. I'm not catching strays. I'm just taking it on the chest, or whatever that saying is. Biting the bullet.
Yeah, you bite the bullet. Or you take the bullet, rather.
Yeah, I'm just taking the bullet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the
I know.
yeah, that was the whatchamacallit, the real time, not the real time, but strategy.
Action RPG,
Yeah,
I believe.
was
I think it's either action RPG or it's a real time strategy. I forget. I never played 5, so all I've got to go off of is YouTube videos.
All I've got to go off is pain.
Damn, son. I mean, I've heard iffy things about that. Like, there's a mechanic where it's like, if you use your dragon powers too much, you can freaking die or something. It's like risk reward, basically.
Oh, you use your dragon powers and you'll get the bad ending.
You use your dragon powers too much and you get dragon cancer. you get the Pokerus, but instead of Pokerus, it's like Dragonrus or whatever.
Oh,
the dragon virus.
Kind of like in the video game Lisa, when you take the drug, you get stronger, but you're gonna get addicted or something. But it doesn't matter if you take it or not; you're still gonna get the bad ending. And I'm like, this sucks.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah.
Which game is that?
Oh, it's called Lisa the Painful.
Oh.
I got it because everybody was just jorking it off, saying how good of a game it is. I've gone to the point to the game. It's a pretty decent RPG, mechanically wise. It's like it wants to get in your head that all of the people in your party are expendable.
Anyone can die, even you.
Yeah. But the game is so difficult to the point where
you need the grind.
Grinding kinda no, it like you constantly have to switch up your strategy. And and I don't even think the bosses are difficult to the point where if you grind enough you'll win. Because they have such a ludicrous amount of health, you have to find their weaknesses and then exploit that. However, I think I just stopped the game because I was because I found like a good combination of people to completely breeze by the game, and the game was like, oh yeah, you're using these characters too much, all right, we're gonna take it away from you. And I was like, okay, cool. And then what
is it, like one of those mechanics in the game where it's like, oh wait, I remember I have to do something, I'm gonna leave the party now, bye type stuff?
No, they just kill the guy. They just kill your party members, like in a cutscene.
Okay.
Because like it's not that the game will like will choose who dies. It's pretty much chooses dies. It's pretty much either by
Predetermined.
random
Oh.
or you have to. There was like this one cutscene where you you constantly meet against this antagonist, and this antagonist is like, okay, we're gonna kill half your party members. You choose who gets to leave, and it's one of those games where you have to go out of your way to find people to recruit to your party. And if you do that, you'll have a greater chance of keeping the people that you like. But a lot of a lot of your party members are going to die.
Hmm.
And not only that, I just wasn't really feeling the story either.
This is 3, right?
No, this is Lisa the Painful, a different game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Why? I'm being stupid.
Freaking
When you said Lisa, I thought you said Nina.
no, no.
I'm not. Okay, I'm off my game. Sorry. So, what kind of game is Lisa the Painful? Is this an RPG or is this something else?
Yeah, it's an RPG.
I mean, obviously it's an RPG.
Yeah,
It's party like 5 freaking times.
Yeah. You said JoJo. I said hell no.
Hell no. Ugh, that's my bad.
Nah, I get it. It's fine.
Who even made that game?
Some indie guy, some indie developer, an RPG maker. It's an RPG make. Yeah, some you know people love RPG makers.
Austin Jorgensen, Dingling Productions. What a company name. Anyway.
I'm just upset because I can't make an indie hit. SMH.
Oh, he did make it an RPG maker. I thought you were just BSing.
No, everybody makes things. Everybody makes things in RPG maker.
You should make something in RPG Maker on the PS2.
I should probably make something on the RPG. I should probably make an RPG. I've been playing a lot of RPGs, and I'm like, I wonder how I would tackle making an RPG. Because it seems pretty easy.
Pretty easy, citation needed.
Pretty easy, citation needed. But it's like, not a lot of RPGs really try to do anything with the formula. Hey, Lamai, what's going on? Yeah, not a lot of people do anything with the RPG formula. Most of the time. And it seems like people are okay with that. Well, maybe sentiments have changed. Maybe people
Maybe you should try some of the like different ones that try to do something different. Maybe you should try like Chrono Trigger. Well, maybe not Trigger actually. No, not that Trigger is a bad game. It's just basically ATB. It's basically Final Fantasy active time battle system combat. Maybe try Chrono Cross or yeah, I know I keep freaking gooning over Chrono Cross. I'm sorry.
Better look both ways before you Chrono Cross my mind.
or Xeno Gears, even though I've heard that's debatable. Everyone loves the plot, but the battle system is pretty meh, from what I've heard.
I'll give it a shot.
I was gonna say Xenoblade, but then I was like, you don't own Nintendo platforms. Xenosaga is a maybe, but that's like 3 whole games.
No, I wanted to play Xenoblade Chronicles for a while, but I was like, should I play it on the Wii or should I play it on the Switch version?
Well, the Switch version is called the Definitive Edition.
Like everybody calls it the Definitive Edition, but it's just a port.
Yeah, it's a prettier port that runs better, ?
Finn Chat says, I loved Golden Sun. You know what's so funny? My first Golden Sun game was Dark Dawn for the 3DS, for the DS. and there's a part there's a part of the game where I believe like half of the world map was going through an eclipse. So and the enemies are stronger. And I was like, "Yo, what is this?" And when I went to the dark side of the map, the music changed, and I was like, "This is scary. I'm not playing this anymore." What a more innocent time. The time where I was playing a what you would call it,
What an innocent time.
a rock band 3, and there's a part of the story where you go to hell, and I was like, no, I'm not playing this. This is scary. I don't want to go to hell. No, thank you.
Did it go against your religion?
No, I cried, and I went to my dad, and I was like, Dad, I'm going to hell.
And I thought I was a baby. No.
No, yeah. But honestly, the game was so good, I was like, whatever, this game's good. And the songs are pretty good. What a time to be alive. Nobody's making rhythm games no more.
Yeah, because Rhythm Heaven just came out. But yeah, because now you have to like freaking tune your TV or the game settings or whatever to make sure that it's in sync. And if it's out of sync, it's like Rhythm games basically died when CRT when I guess when CRTs died, or no, when actual handhelds died, it felt like it, because now you need to go through a bit of effort to make sure everything is like properly synced to the TV and whatnot. I guess the only pure rhythm game that I can think of right now that's still ongoing from a major company is probably Taiko no Tatsujin. DDR is dead. Rock Band's dead. Guitar Hero's dead. Harmonix is probably dead. I don't know what they're making.
When CRTs died, you died.
Basically. CRT died. Rhythm games died.
For those who didn't know, or those who don't know the reference, it's from the Playmobil movie. Crazy thing to say in a Playmobil movie. I know. When mom and dad died, you died. That was in the Playmobil movie.
uh, that's right up there with um sign the damn paper, woman. Go to hell. Where do you think I come from?
Yeah, but Rango's goaded though. I like Rango's
Yeah,
goaded. Like
Rango is good.
like the thing about I remember seeing a video about Rango saying of how odd it was, how offbeat it was, because like the adults and kids they liked it, but they were like, I don't know if I should. I don't even know what this is for, because it's kind of hardcore for kids. And I'm like, yeah,
So,
Rango is the greatest thing that we'll never ever get ever again, because it told its story and it doesn't really need to.
it could have had a Nickelodeon series that lasted one season of 20 episodes and had watered down humor and beings and Rango become like a freaking love interest thing, and stupid stuff would have happened. It could have been Back to the Barnyard 2.0.
Yeah, but Barnyard was
Gayer.
good though. Oh
Like,
yeah, we could have had a Johnny Depp like sound alike, but everybody else
don't worry,
reprises the roles.
don't worry. The game already took care of that. He was voiced by the guy who did Blue Regard Q Kazoo in that game, if my memory's right.
Man, people in TV, they're like, yeah, we'll just do anything. TV voice actors are like,
Like,
yeah, heck
my
yeah.
favorite was like I think it was Rob Paulson as the Mask, Jim Carrey, because he came up with the line, I think, on his podcast, like, I got to be Jim Carrey for a lot less money. So he was aware, and I like that.
Let me think real quick. I gotta think about how to approach these characters again since it's been a while.
It's been 10 years.
It feels like it's been 10 years.
Is your computer good now?
Heck yeah, it is. It feels so good.
All right.
So good.
I feel so good.
Like freaking Teen Girl Squad from Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people.
I don't know why I thought you were like doing like a thing from like Beetle from Wind Waker. I thought you were doing that. I thought you were doing like a thank you thing.
Nah.
Funny how we were talking about Xeno Gears for or Xenosaga for a second, and I get like a Xenosaga clip on my Twitter.
Yeah, they're listening. That's what it. If you have your mic,
Oh,
it's like the what the schizos say. Like if you have a microphone connected to the internet, they're always listening.
uh, Big Brother is always watching.
They always want your money, and since you live in America, everybody wants your attention and wants your money to spend on their services, their so-called goods, because it's never good.
Yeah, yeah.
But honestly, for a straight hour before we went live, I was watching. I was on a binge of watching people saying how bad the Avatar movie was.
Like Airbender Avatar.
Yeah, the Airbender. Dude, I'm never talking about the blue people Avatar. Like, you should know this. You should know this by now. I never talk about them.
I'm just making sure because I'm like I wanted to be on the same page.
I
I don't know if you end up watching. Like you could be gone for a week and then you could end up watching the Blue People and you're like, this is the greatest movie ever. Shame it's 3 freaking hours.
Like I am never watching blue people Avatar, like ever. Even Finch has like animation or live action. When do I look like the guy to spend time and effort to look at something so mid? Like the
You look like the guy who'd probably play the Avatar game if someone brought it for you.
Of course I would. Of course I would.
That game brought my laptop to its freaking knees. And I blame Nvidia.
But what was it? I was like watching everybody crapping on the last Airbender movie, and just to get a differencing of opinion, right? And it's really funny to point out that when I listen to other people talk about the last Airbender, the series, it just shines a light on how little I actually know about the series. Because when I was watching the movie, I was like, wow, this is nice, this is cool. Oh yeah, I vaguely remember these characters acting like this. And then when you watch an actual Last Airbender fan talk about the movie, they're like, yeah, this sucks because these characters wouldn't say that. Aang shouldn't have done this. And I think the biggest idea that I kind of got from listening to everybody rip the animation apart, the Last Airbender movie, was the overall message of the movie was something that Aang learned in the original series. And it's stuff like that that makes me think, oh yeah, I guess I just don't know anything about The Last Airbender. All I saw was the reruns on Nicktoons, and I just didn't take the proper time to binge watch everything. So
I thought you were cool.
And not gonna
I thought
lie.
You watched everything. Sorry.
Not gonna lie. And even after you said we watched it, when we watched it together, you mentioned Suki, and I was like, "Who's she?" In the back of my mind, I was like, "Who's she?" I was like, "I don't remember." I when I saw her, I was like, I think I remember an episode, her in an episode or something. She had a crush on Sokka, I think,
Yeah,
probably.
she was like Sokka's like second girlfriend or something.
Yeah, because I was like, I think I remember her, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just an Airbender casual, the last Airbender casual.
Filthy casual,
I'm a tourist.
fake fan. We need to bring back the term fake fan. I don't want to use LARPer anymore.
Now I'm just a casual. That's me. I'm a last Airbender casual. Like
Mm.
I know watching the show was on our list of things to watch forever
It was
ago.
Korra. It was Korra. We were watching Korra, and I think we watched up until like Avatar 1 or whatever, the first Avatar. It was definitely around the time where like the Earth Queen like died. Spoilers, I guess. And then you was like, the show's getting boring. Can we watch something else? Well, you probably didn't say that, but you weren't interested anymore. So I was like, okay.
Finchat. Let's see. Finchat says, wasn't Toph also on Sokka's D? I saw one clip, so I suppose she was.
I wouldn't say that. She was more just teasing Chisaka. I don't think she ever like had outright romantic feelings for Sokka outside of that like one scene where she was like, "Oh Sokka, I knew you saved me," and then it's revealed that it's Suki that saved her, and she just wanted to die there. I just think that was a joke. They never bring it up again.
But she wanted to die after. Like, so I think it was kind of serious. Sort of.
She literally says, "You can just leave me out here to die now."
Yeah, so it's like. If it wasn't that serious, she was like, okay, never mind. Ha 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 ha.
It was a joke. It was a meme. That's how the Poison Ivy Harley Quinn scene should have played out. But that's just me.
Oh yeah, Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. That was like the worst animated thing for that we saw in a while.
Hard to believe that was like almost half a decade now. I think.
How can I be so cynical about media for half a decade? How can this happen? I thought I would actually like uh things again. I think I thought I would like new things. Well, I did like the Avatar movie, but that's because I'm a filthy casual. Because I'm a
Hmm.
larper.
I'm a filthy, filthy larper.
But I think it was good. And Mason's cynical. Real. Uh, I like Suki Bishop for sure, but you know those souls? Damn. Oh, you talk about. Wait, was Suki barefoot for the entire time?
I don't
Or.
know. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
But
I know Toph was barefoot because she's blind.
like, that's part of her character. Like,
Yeah,
that's how she gets around.
yeah, that's how she can see.
Yeah, that's how you disguise a fetish right there.
Have her walk around with her souls out so that she has like basically echolocation like a bat.
That's
I don't know.
Toph. Oh yeah, okay. Finchat says Toph. It's so crazy. I think it's so crazy how their first series was their best series and they can never top it. I think like everybody who talks about the Last Airbender, they all have a
Um,
unanimous understanding that nothing beats the
well,
first series.
I heard Dragon Warrior was good on Netflix, and I have a lot of the same people that worked on Last Airbender. I don't think the creators worked on that, but I think like most of the writing staff worked on that.
Okay, we gotta see that one then, cause so I can put it to so my Star Wars theories can be put to rest.
Hmm.
Cause my
Did I say
theory,
Dragon Warrior? I think I meant to say Dragon Prince. I
yeah,
think that's
Dragon
the name of the
Prince.
show.
I didn't watch it because it just seemed like a Tumblr show, but
I didn't watch it because the Italians. No, the CG was kind of like, eh. I didn't really like that. It didn't seem like my cup of tea. It's 7 seasons, 63
Gee.
episodes. It finished 2 years
Oh,
ago.
63, 7 seasons, 63 episodes. That's like that's like one season of a show from 2003. What are you
I
talking
thought you
about?
were gonna. I thought you were gonna say that's like one season of an anime series. Of an
Yeah.
anime series from like 1998 or whatever.
Yeah, like very, I'm like, wow. When you said 7 seasons, I'm like, goodness gracious. But then you're like 70, 63 episodes. Like, well, eh, well,
Each season is 9 episodes.
yeah. Well, man, they really, yeah. Wasn't it the reason why Netflix do those crazy short seasons so they can pay people less?
It it's kind yeah, I think because like they order them like um in a total season order, and then they split them up into quote unquote parts. That's why they're not referred to like as a season or something. That's like certain shows when you go on the service and you click on your quote unquote season, they're referred to as parts. So that's why like something like what's the show? Voltron. Like every 2 seasons is really like one production season. That's what I'm thinking of. Production season.
Right.
So something like like because I think like they would split each season into like two quote unquote seasons. That would be like 6 episodes in this season or 5 episodes in the next, so they could bring their total up to 12, and that would be a season. I'm trying to remember what other show they did it with, but yeah, it was that in union stuff. I would say that's the reason why BoJack died on the vine after the unionization, but I don't think so. I just think that was like a weird coincidental thing.
We gotta kill BoJack.
We gotta kill Tuca. Leave Birdie alive though. She's fine.
Tuca, yeah, Tuca freaking. What were your thoughts on Tuca and Birdie?
I need to actually remember. I
That's all
didn't
you really
mind
need to say.
it. No, let me finish.
Yes.
That's all you need to say, man. Bitch, I barely remember BoJack. Leave me alone.
Maybe,
Uh,
dang, that says more than you think it does.
no. It just says that I haven't watched this show in a while, so I need to actually remember.
I mean, I just got off watching freaking YouTube videos of people just recalling things that happened in the last Airbender, like it just happened yesterday.
Oh yeah, that movie's recent. Those are people that probably watched it
No, I'm talking
on
about the
Amazon.
the series.
Oh, well, they probably rewatched it. I don't know.
Rewatching 4 seasons just to make one
Dude, there
video.
were
I don't
people
know.
that literally watch all 300 episodes of Dragon Ball Z non-Kai, and then will be like, "Yeah, that was a good series," and I'm like, "Don't lie to you.
Sure.
I'm not making that up. That's real. People would just rewatch the entirety of Dragon Ball Z,
Okay. So what were
but
you
I
saying?
but I but I do. I think Tuca and Birdie was a pretty decent show. I never finished it. I never finished watching the post Adult Swim seasons, even if most of the episodes are just. I was about to say men bad, but I'm like, no, not really. Just being in questionable relationships is terrible.
Ah,
But
understood.
I don't know. Like I felt um I enjoyed it. You know, I didn't feel like it wasted my time, because that's the worst thing I feel like a show can do. Feel like it's wasting your time.
Okay.
But it's like I don't feel like I need to like pursue it anymore. Like the whole I think I did like the whole arc where like Tuka just really wants to just be with someone, and then she meets this person, and then she like fucking ghosts her. Well, first no, first she tries to first the other person tries to like transform her into something she wants her to be. Then that doesn't work out because that's not her, and Birdie knows that. And then she just and then Tuga like stands up to her, and then she just and then the other girl just like ghosts her or whatever, and I'm like, damn, that is real to a degree.
Israel.
Shut up. Yes, that is real. That is real. Um, I don't know, and that eh. As someone who gets ghosted a lot on occasion, that is very. I felt that, you know. So I don't know. The show is good. I didn't. I kept forgetting there was a third season, so I didn't watch it.
Okay.
But then again, I'm forgetting there's a lot of stuff on Adult Swim that I probably should watch or finish, like Lazarus or Ninja Kamui or insert other show here.
I remember. Yeah, we watched a little bit of Ninja Kamui, didn't we?
Yeah, we didn't finish it because I think we ran out of episodes, or we said we would watch it later, but later never came.
Yeah, man, I absolutely hate
Weekly.
yeah, weekly stuff. But anyway, FinChat says, I think it's because the freest series there are better when the producers are start BSing about political correctness, and it stops being a story and start being political propaganda. I think you're talking about the. I think he was talking about the why the original series was just better than everything else from the Avatar: The Last Airbender series. Like I said, my theory was just it was the reason why The Last Airbender was probably their best thing. Was because of the people around him. It was the crew that made a lot of the good decisions, while the two Avatar guys just took all the credit. That's my theory. Well, I guess we'll see the Dragon show, and I will come to that conclusion. I mean, if since I got 7 seasons, Netflix gave them 7 tries, and they probably told their whole story. That probably means something. Also, G4. Go ahead.
Apparently, they're doing a sequel series.
That's what I'm gonna say. So I guess they're good. G4 says, "Yo, Mason, you finally received your order." Yes, finally. I can play PC games. I can play more PC games. Actually, now that my largest bottleneck, my old CPU, is out of the picture, I start to realize how powerful my GPU is. Now that's not bottlenecked anymore.
Oh, did you try the PS3 emulator? Did you try Skate 3?
Not yet.
That's what I was.
If I was gonna do the PS3 emulator, I'm gonna do Azura's Wrath, since I'm gonna try Skate 3 with the recomp.
Okay, recomp this man.
I mean, there's still Azura's Wrath, and I don't know what other PS3 games that I would play, honestly.
Anarchy Reigns. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
3D dot heroes. I forget what the game's called.
Yeah, but in other news, yeah, freaking
demon souls.
Yeah, my orders finally came in. I got a new CPU, new RAM, new motherboard. Not only that, new fans, because I can finally properly exhaust the heat from my PC now. The reason why I had to stop streaming yesterday was because I installed the fans incorrectly. I just installed them backwards, so it made my fans super hot and loud. Now I don't have that problem anymore. I installed everything correctly, and things are running smoothly, swimmingly, and I can now draw. I can zoom in. I can rotate. I can zoom in and rotate, and it feels good. Everything feels fantastic. Uh,
Only because it feels good.
yeah. Did you see the new Spider-Man? No, my parents took me out to see the Odyssey though. Um, it was all right.
Did you see the back rooms?
I'm not touching that at all.
Why? Why you think it's just Tumblr slop?
Yeah, I think it's just Tumblr slop. I think that's just Gen.
Damn.
I think that's just Gen Alpha slop. I'm not touching that.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know. I just know the memes. I just know the memes.
Yeah, I saw the Odyssey. My biggest issue with it's. I feel like Christopher Nolan was the worst guy to do that, to direct that movie, because the the spirit of the Odyssey just is completely antithetical, is like the antithesis of Christopher Nolan as a guy, because the Odyssey, like, if I can quickly summarize the spirit of the Odyssey, it is a celebration of man triumphing uh over godly turmoil. And when you give it to Christopher Nolan, he's like, actually, the gods may or may not exist. The gods don't exist, but there are Cyclops, there are witches, there is Hades, there are all these supernatural things going on, but there are no gods. And the second thing is at the third act, it was so crazy how Christopher Nolan wanted to make it an anti-war message in the third act, saying that when they were sacking Troy, he was like, I saw 10 years of hate and rage and anger let loose in all in one night, and it was awful. It changed me as a man. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You expect me that Greeks before Christ, when their government told them that they could rape, they can steal what they want, they can burn what they want. Not only that, and not only they can completely undergo the purge. And the government says you can do that to our enemies. Not only that you can do that to our enemies, our God will smile upon you if you do that for the sake of our state. So you're gonna tell me that freaking Odysseus, the the penultimate Greek warrior, is saying, "Man, war is bad. War is hell." Where we didn't start getting anti-war narratives until World War One. You know what I mean? If you listen to any ancient writer talking about war, they always talk about war as a thing that's good or it needs to be done. So I like at that part I was like, this is crazy. But honestly, you know what's so funny? While I was watching the movie, I was like, man, I'd rather be watching Percy Jackson, the Olympian, because it dawned on me how many narratives took from the Odyssey, like specifically, and I was like thinking about when I was watching the movie, I was thinking about the Warriors, that old movie, and I was thinking about like I said, the Warriors, the Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief, that movie, and I saw this one meme where people were like, no, the SpongeBob movie was basically the Odyssey because of the story beats. I didn't look too deep into it, but it's funny. It's funny to I see it. It's funny. I didn't look into it, but I choose to believe it's true because it's funny. At least Percy knows what it is. Yeah, it's like it's like Christopher Nolan was like, let's take this epic, this Greek epic, and take all of the epic out of it. But yeah, we're gonna keep the giant. Oh my gosh! And they did it like they. what I really hate was that they did the One Piece thing where they go from island to island, but unlike One Piece, where they flesh out what this island is or how it be what it be, or what they can do, what Odysseus and his crew can do to get a leg up on every island that they come across. It's like, oh, this island's here. Oh snap! This everything here wants us dead. Oh, let's go. Let's leave some men behind to die, and let's move on to the next island. Oh wow, this person wants us dead. All right, time for the next island. Rinse and repeat until he's like in he's caught up by Calypso and eating the lotus fruit and stuff like that. And not only that, and like I think what pissed me off the most was probably his portrayal of Athena. Not gonna lie, I feel like I've learned more about Greek gods and Greek culture just by playing God of War. I'm not kidding. I'm not lying. because because like throughout the movie, Odysseus he talks to Athena. He talks to Athena throughout the movie, and I thought like, wow, this is pretty interesting. But I liked how I keep I keep going back to God of War because I always found um, how the protagonist of the movie, I hate how his name is blanking on me, Kratos. Like I loved how in Kratos, every time he would talk to a god, he would talk to their statue, and the statue would talk back, right? And like sometimes they would take physical forms, or sometimes they would just be statues. But like it's like non-negotiable that the gods are real in the God of War, in God of War. But in this game, not game, but in like the Odyssey, no, he just talks to a figment. Like Athena is just a figment of his imagination, and to the point where his perception of who Athena is just a guilt, like a girl that died during their sacking of Troy. And I'm like, dude, this sucks. Like, are you telling me that they don't believe in their own gods? Are you serious right now? But I'm pretty sure I didn't. It's been a while since I read the Odyssey. I don't know if I read the Odyssey, but it would make sense for me to for them to believe that the gods of Poseidon and Athena and Zeus were real, as I don't know your mother. You know what I mean? But it I didn't like that. I didn't like that personally. I didn't like that. And I'll say this, and then I can bring Levy back to have our normal conversation about things that's not this. I know everybody hates the diversity conversation, the diversity casting in the movie. The first thing that came that doesn't bother me that much because it's a movie that's meant for an American/global audience, and America is pretty much the Little Earth, where you have a little bit of everybody here. And what do I mean by that? And it's a movie meant for the audience. I believe the whole casting is like a movie meant for the audience. Just like if you have, just like when it reminds me of when you see depictions of Jesus in different cultures. Jesus takes the form of the people that are trying to send the gospel message to. Like if you go to East Asia, you see Chinese Jesus. You go to Africa, you see like African Black Jesus. Europe, you get European Jesus. I feel like the casting in the Odyssey is going for an American or global audience, so everybody could probably see themselves within the story that is the Odyssey. So that's how I saw it, and that's why it doesn't bother me that much. It's like they know they know their audience, and I feel like that's the type of audience that they're trying to go for. But that's me. That's me. But yeah, that's my little rant of the Odyssey. I didn't really care for it that much. I'm not a big fan. Bro wanted to tell the Odyssey, but I'm like, Percy Jackson is a better love letter to for the myths. So he wanted to make a Greek myth without the myth, but like we already have the warriors dog. So meh, it is whatever. But I talked to Matt, and Matt liked he really liked the Spider-Man movie. I might check it out maybe one of these days. One of these days. But anyway, what's the next topic that you want to talk about, BB?
I didn't prep up. I just don't know what the next topic.
Dang.
So I'm like blanking out right now. I'm sorry.
Did you work on your comic during the break? No, I was just mostly working on Facebook, trying to figure out how what's my content lineup. Because I told you the only time I work on my comics is during these streams, and mostly because if I make more content, then nobody. If I make more content, nobody's going to pay for it. I have other things to work on that makes money, i.e. commissions. So it makes more sense to work on that, make those things a top priority, over than this passion project, which honestly, I made 3 books. I've written and illustrated 3 books, dog. That's cool. I'm fine. If I don't make anything else, that's fine, right? Because I go to conventions and people are like, yo, you made 3? That's insane. I'm good. I'm not comparing myself to mangakas because they are paid to make these stories and they are paid to do this and they are doing it through slave labor. So I'm not comparing myself to them. I'm comparing myself to what is the average of people within my area? What are the average of people not only in my area, but people who are in my situation, right? It wouldn't even be fair for me to compare myself to Todd McFarlane because he knows how to, because he's making bank off of this. I'm not. This is just a hobby. This is still within hobby phase. So it makes more sense for me to take what I have and try to make profit off of my my comic through posting bits and pieces of it through syndication on Facebook. I'm basically running my own channel on Facebook, where I'm just uploading the pages, the panels, the speed paints, and other process photos, works in progress on Facebook, 10 to 12 times 12 times a day. I actually scheduled a whole week's worth of content 12 times a day. I mean, I've been doing that for the past couple of weeks, but because syndicating all this stuff is easy for me. So I've been trying to find out what's the best practice of hitting these comics on the YouTube, Facebook algorithm, so I can be accepted within the program, so I can not only get accepted in the program, but get beaucoup amounts of engagements. Before, I thought I needed to get followers, but followers is pretty much, it's more or less how important it is, because it's followers, because what's most important is engagement. Followers will come from the engagement, because you can get a lot of followers, but if people aren't engaging with your content, Facebook is not going to care about letting you monetize on their platform. So all I care about right now is gaining engagement and posting constantly, gaining engagement, so I can get welcomed into the monetization program, so I can find out how I can monetize off of constant posting, syndicating my content, and getting paid off of that, and constantly sending out links to the digital copies of these books, so it can be another stream of revenue. So yeah, to answer your question, did you work on your comic during break? No. Oh yeah, how's your Facebook thing going? How many followers do you have now? How much did you spend on ads? I think I spent around like $60 on ads so far.
Jeez.
Um, and how many followers I have? Let me check. I think I have like 470. Let me go. Oh, hold on. 470. Can I just look at my freaking, yeah, 476. Right now I have 476 followers. And I was running advertisements on getting more followers for a while. And it wasn't until it was easy for me to get followers, but it wasn't until I reached like 400 until I actually stopped and asked myself, is it possible for me to reach 2,000 or 5,000 followers and still not get accepted? Because I was looking at a lot of content on YouTube, thinking I was looking at content on YouTube, and I was like looking at the comments of people saying that they had like 10,000, they had thousands of followers on their page, but they weren't accepted yet. So I'm like, it's a balance of getting people to follow your account and getting people to engage with your account. Because remember, I look at my analytics. 3% of people who follow me look at my content. The majority of people who's going to look at the content are going to be people who don't follow you. So that led me to another train of thought of, if I'm going to like give Facebook money, I would have to give them money to boost my to boost like the content I'm already posting on there, right? So I can, and what I've learned is it's a really good idea. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'll leave you. We'll be right back. It's a really good idea to boost your content. That's 3 days. That's up to 3 days old. So it will be picked up by the algorithm, and it'll like you kind of pay the algorithm to force it into more people to have like more people find it, so it can go viral a lot quicker. That's the strategy. And right now I stopped running ads until tomorrow, maybe Monday, so I can start boosting ads that are like a day old or so. Because those posts are still fresh within the algorithm that I can pay to, so it can be boosted and reach virality sooner. That's the plan. So far, I didn't spend that much, and like I said, I'm still learning a lot. Learning a lot. So I don't feel like I'm not going. It's crazy because I don't feel like I'm not going anywhere. That's the funny thing about running low budget ads. Because it's probably within a day you can see if something is working or not. Within a day, you can probably see if an ad is working or not. And what you want usually is the most amount you're trying to get like the most amount of engagement or the most amount of follows XYZ for as little as possible, and making sure you're in tier 1 countries. Welcome back, Nevi.
Thank you.
Did you think of something to talk about?
Um, what shows have you been watching?
I can tell you what games I've been playing.
Oh, so you haven't been watching much.
No, I keep telling you, I don't like anything.
I
But
could tell.
if I play any if I play more games than watch shows. So I mean I've been playing Neo for the first time.
Hmm.
I really think I for the longest time I was just turned off on Soulsborne, like Soul. Wait, was it what they call those? Why they call it
Soulsborne,
Soulsborne?
you have it right. Soulsburn games.
Soulsborne. What's the burn part?
Bloodborne.
Oh,
So I pronounced it wrong. Bloodborne, Soulsborne.
Okay.
Basically from soft
Yeah, just
action
like
game.
Dark
Let's be
Souls.
real.
Just say Souls clones. Soul slop.
Souls like.
Yeah, I was. So I've been playing. I was put off to Souls like games, and then I realized, hold up, these are pretty good podcast games. When the bosses aren't absolutely stupid.
You're not gonna pay attention to the plot or the lore.
Yeah, because like Souls like games are perfect for for just playing game for just like playing the whatchamacallit, the gameplay, because they were like, yeah, we know you're not gonna care. Here's just good gameplay. Here's what you want. This is what you've been waiting for. We know. They don't beat
That's
around
what
the
we've
bush.
been waiting for.
Yeah, they don't beat around the bush, and it's awesome. I love it. I can't get enough of it. And I get why everybody and their mother wants to make a Souls-like game. But the combat is. I haven't really gone too far deep to realize what makes it different, and I played through the tutorials. I played through the tutorials, right? And they have some interesting ideas, but I don't think I'll be able to utilize them in like
Right.
general situations because there's too much. Because like when you're in the heat of the moment in a battle, I'm not thinking about, oh man, I gotta do high stance, middle stance, low stance, and then after I fight, I gotta reload my stamina by pressing RB. I'm like, that's a lot. I just want to make sure I hit them and I don't get hit. Like, you know what I mean?
I just want to win the game,
Like
please.
I know it sounds like a baby, but I just want to win. I just want to I want to win and I want to feel cool while doing it. But that's my expressions with Neo so far. I'm still playing Breath of Fire 3. That game's like 40 hours long so far. Crazy. And then on the side, I'm playing Loco Roco,
Oh.
Tony Hawk Proving Grounds for the DS, and a little bit of Need for Speed. Not Need for Speed, but
Burnout.
Burnout. A little bit of Burnout. A weird blunt rotation, for sure, but it's what I like. And I want to get to G4, and then I'll ask you what kind of games you've been playing or shows you've been watching. All right.
Okay.
G4 says, bro, I watched the interview with Andre Williams and Frojax. It was pitiful how Andre tried to pander to them, and they will try to shift the conversation around their disdain for civic nationalism. Oh yeah, I think it was literally that interview that made me not want to. Before I was thinking maybe I should like go on their live stream and talk to them, but I'm so glad Andre Williams went on that interview just to show how they literally. I don't think Andre. I didn't really feel like Andre was trying to pander to them. He just has a lot of similar ideas, and that's why I say that. Though, like, there's a lot of people. There's like a lot of non-white people that would agree 99% of with Frojax, but Frojax was like, no, if you're not white, you're leaving. It's kind of like, and that's what I've learned. If I was taking Andre Williams with 110% charity and just saying that he just agrees with their politics, all I learned from that is just Frojax. They just don't want to talk to anybody that's not white. So, and that just shut down any idea or any interest of going on and just seeing what's up from that side, their side of the aisle. That's what I got from it. And plus, their disdain for civic nationalism is their idea of civic nationalism is always like people that want to take advantage of America instead of wanting to make America better. So, and anytime it's just weird. Anytime that like smells like civic nationalism, they always think of the worst example instead of thinking how can they make it work for them, or how they can make it work for them. They just don't want to entertain any idea of it. So it just came off that whole interview was just like, eh. It just gave me like, eh. these guys are not interesting. And also, I saw an interview that Andre Williams was in with. He was on Fresh and Fit, and it was I couldn't even finish it. I tried to watch it because he was in it, but the only thing I could take away from it was he said Andre said something that was crazy. Like he believed that church and reading the Bible is for women and children. and, like, and he says like Christianity is the best religion on the world, but he also thinks that God doesn't care what people are doing on an individual level. And I'm like, nigga, why did Jesus die on the cross? Like, but and I think like I forgot it was like either a couple minutes before or after he revealed that his body count was 18 before he got married. So I was like, actually, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense why you would think that. But yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. G4 also says, but didn't you see how Andre was trying to use the Jays are the reasons blacks and whites can't get along? If Jackson was basically like, yeah, but you still have to go back. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They just don't. Yeah, they like I said, to have a conversation with those guys, like no, they're not gonna have a conversation. Like they do, like their content only does well when actually no. I remember listening to a guy that actually likes Projects. He said that their audience is specifically they have a specific demographic, and if they don't stick to that script, they are not placating to that demographic. So if they were friendly with Andre, then it would get into CivNat territory. Their audience would only perceive that within CivNat territory, which they don't like. So it makes no sense to talk to them. The only reason why they would interact with like someone that's not white with their content is if they're trying to get if they're trying to rage bait them. That's pretty much it. And G-Force says, and it's crazy because according to Andre and his family fought for the America and the American Army for generations, probably before Project's ancestors came here. Yeah. Yeah. He's not. Yeah, Projects is just. They're not interesting people. They're like I said, they're not interesting. Their ideas are not interesting. They don't want to engage in anybody else's ideas. It's. They're just. I just like absolute. For a while, I was watching them just to see what they were talking about, to see what was going on, but I just stopped because I was like, they're not. They have nothing to gain. They have nothing to add. They have nothing to add. Have nothing to give. Eric Arval and like Return to the Land and like Patriot Front, they are fundamentally more interesting because they do things outside of trying to rage bait people on the internet and try to think about what would America be like if it was just Europe too. Like, you know what I mean? So I've lost interest. I lost interest in like listening to them. Anyway, Levy, what kind of games have you been playing or shows have you been watching?
I haven't really been watching stuff. We need to finish. Speaking of stuff we should be watching, we need to finish 2 cents. My 2 cents. Zero calorie.
Oh yeah. Why did we stop watching that? Oh yeah, probably because of Baki.
Yeah, Baki came out and it changed our brain chemistry, and we're like, fuck it. Well, now we got to get our testosterone in. We gotta get our yearly dose of anime testosterone. Let's watch this and probably still feel shortchanged at the end. Yeah, we've been watching that. I haven't really been watching anything on this side. I've been buying a lot of anime stuff that I'm probably never gonna watch at this rate because I can't even finish Gungrave right now. That's what I was watching beforehand, the anime series. I mentioned this before. I was playing Breath of Fire. I feel like I'm almost done with that.
Oh, but we can play. We can watch Keep Your Hands Off Izuken.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna watch that.
I'm done with that.
I still can't believe I got that for $10. But I don't know what I'm gonna play. I was playing American Wasteland because I already played American Skateland. That's why I recommended it to you. I was playing American Wasteland before you was like, well, I'm playing Breath of Fire, and I'm going on the Breath of Fire 2, and I'm gonna go on the Breath of Fire 3, and I'm like, well, I want to be in the Breath of Fire zeitgeist, I guess, of information. I should play Breath of Fire, maybe.
And then you're like, I'm never listening to this guy, his recommendations of video
I was
games
about to,
ever
I was about to say,
again.
I was literally about to say bad move, man. like the Sega CD commercial or like the Angry Video Game Nerd parody of that.
No, I'm sorry. Well, I keep telling you to
I
give up
mean,
because I
it
did.
wasn't.
I told
It
you.
wasn't.
No, I
Well,
told you even I didn't
let me
finish
finish.
it. Okay.
Let me
whatever.
finish. Let me finish.
Whatever.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Um, I still like the game. It's a good like I said. If it wasn't for the auto battle system, I probably would have just given up because I could just brainlessly kind of mash through these battles. That's part of the reason why I haven't given up yet. If this game didn't have an auto battle system, I probably would just give up. But at the same time, part of me in the back of my brain would have been like, I'm not gonna remember where the hell I was if I stop now because I have a bad tendency of stopping out of nowhere and then never coming back to games. So I need to see this through, even though there are literally games on my laptop that are like 100 gigabytes large that are calling my name. So I'm gonna finish this one SNES game that's probably like 8 megabytes large.
100 megabytes is
Uh,
crazy.
100 gigabytes, you mean?
Gigabytes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn. Remember when SNES? Remember when games were 8 megabytes? That's like as large as your freaking game, not Game Boy, PS2 memory card.
Yeah. Oh, G4 says. But it seems like a lot of people agree with them on IG, which I watched them.
Okay.
Which when I watched them, the only question on my mind is why a black person would entertain this by going on their podcast. I think it's literally just to get Andre Williams. I think he just wants to get his name out there. He wants to be a figure that's willing to talk to anybody. I think that's the game, pretty much, that he's trying to play. Because like there's two. If you want to be a talking head, you be provocative on the internet, and seems like he wants to do that radio route of just being able to talk to anybody, being able to join Twitter Spaces, join people's podcasts. That's pretty much what he is. And since Frojax are guys talking about America, he's a guy that talks about America. So that collab just probably felt natural to him. And he knows that I can easily see him if he tries to talk to like any black conservative. They're either going to agree on everything, which is not going to be entertaining content, or he will go on people I easily see him on like guests on people that will not agree with them, or there will be friction between them, conflict between them. Because I think the only non-combative interview that I saw him in was probably in Patrick Bet David's podcast. I think Andre Williams is an interesting guy. I think he's an interesting guy. That's why I always like keep an ear on the ground. Controversial stuff. FinChat says controversial stuff makes you go viral. So if I start saying insert bat word here, it'll get big. It depends. If you're a white woman that says the N word, you'll get big in the right wing sphere, and then people will just give you thousands of dollars. If you're a black guy, if you're a black guy and start saying a lot of right wing things that you only hear white people say, you can go big by doing that. If you're a white guy, you can just say anybody that's not white is crazy, or Israel criticism. Just stuff that's you probably wouldn't say at the water cooler at work. That's just kind of the game. I can do that. I just don't want to because I want to be the comic book guy. Like I literally just want to be the like I'm so in this. I'm so in this space by just knowing all these different people, but like I just want to be the comic book guy. The internet, the culture war, the internet sphere of the culture, it just does not interest me to the point where I want to make clips of myself saying, "Oh man, the woke. Oh man, these
Careful now.
peoples." Yeah.
Someone could take that out of context.
Yeah, I'm just not interested in just being that figure on the internet. I just want to be the guy of like, "Hey guys, listen, I know I said radical thing here, but maybe the answer to all of your questions is within the next issue of Chimera Island, so buy it now." I want to be that
guy. I
guy.
give my life to NordVPN.
Read it now on Masonymous.com.
Buy my book.
Buy my book. Yes, exactly. Buy my book. Finchess's comic book negative karma minus 200. Also, exile. How can I be exiled when nobody wants to talk to me? Like, listen, the only time people want to talk to me is if I have to knock down their doors. I gotta knock down their DMs and be like, "Hey, you want to join the live stream?" What was that guy's name? What was that guy's name? The guy that I asked for.
I
Rachel.
was about to say someone else, but I'm like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, did you contact Young Wavy? Yeah, Young Wavy said he wanted to do it early this month. We'll see how that goes. Well, it's early this month, so we'll see how that goes.
Famous last words.
Like I said, if he doesn't want to do it, then like I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, hey, are you ready? Are we whatchamacallit?" No, because it's not that serious. It literally isn't that serious.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. But yeah, freaking video games. All these video games that we're playing. Sorry that you are stuck on Breath of Fire. And why do you have so many games installed in your freaking system where you're just having 100 gigabytes
I don't
games?
know.
Just
because I feel like
taking
if
up
I
cyberspace.
uninstall it, I'm going to forget about it. Period.
I think you're already forgetting about them.
I know. It's a conundrum. It's a quantum conundrum. Ever played that game, Quantum Conundrum?
Isn't that the game with the water physics?
I think. It's the game with like this furry thing. I remember that.
Oh no, then no. I'm thinking about some other game. That was like basically a tech demo of like, hey, PS2 water can be good too.
No, it's not that.
Oh. Everybody wants to talk about GameCube water, but look at this PS2 water.
Was PS2 water ever really good?
I need to play more PS2 games. I'll be back. I'll have to get back with you on that when I find a good PS2 game to play.
You say that like there's no good PS2 games.
I like rage baiting. No, I tried playing. Let me see the last PS2 game I tried to play. I tried to play.
Shinobi. I don't know.
Was it Shinobi? No, Tenchu.
Oh, Tenchu. Damn, look at you.
Yeah, I playing Tenchu, but I'm like, this game is hard.
Yeah, you have to be a ninja, nigga.
How can I be a ninja when I have to kill everybody in sight? No, not Tenchu. No.
Stealthily.
No wait, not Tenchu. There was another ninja game that you recommended me.
Shinobi?
Yeah, Shinobi. Shinobi was hard. Tenchu
yeah,
and
Shinobi is hard.
Like why are they making these games difficult instead of making them fun?
To make them worth your money.
I feel like it would be worth my money if I enjoyed playing the game.
Yeah, once you get the learning curve of the game down, then it's like, oh, I get it.
It's like
Oh,
it's
now
like
I
if I
gotta go
made
for the high score. Let's
dude
fucking go.
dude imagine if I made you a imagine if I made you a dish and I just put like way too much salt in it and I'm like you gotta like you gotta trudge through the saltiness to actually enjoy the game.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
No, okay, yeah, you're just saying
No, no, I
words.
wouldn't. I
You're
wouldn't. I don't
saying
know. It
words.
depends. It depends. It would depend. I don't know. Because some things are just like an acquired taste. Real talk.
I mean, I was here during the what should we call it, the Dark Souls era, and it seems like everybody just love hard games without realizing what makes the games fun. They think being difficult is good.
Well, back then, I think it was because every game was getting more hand-holdy. That a game like Dark Souls coming along, just basically being like, I don't know what you should do. Figure it out, dumbass, was like very appealing to them.
Figure it out, dumbass.
Yeah, figure it out, dumbass.
Yeah.
You got bust out the butthead for that one.
Yeah, G4 says, nice talking to you. I have to go back working on my comic strip and YouTube Shorts content. Wait, let me check your YouTube. Okay, cool. I'll have to check out your YouTube Shorts content. Also, probably change your YouTube name while you're at it. Because if you're trying to make yourself a brand, being like G4CESRVXJNSW8MW it doesn't roll off the tongue. That's
You can't you can't be cloud bunch of numbers at the end, bunch of yeah numbers.
or maybe this is your burner account, so you. Oh no, I have another. But this is my personal incognito channel. Okay, true, real. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, have fun. Get working on your comics and making shorts about them. Also, look into Facebook, I suppose. But I guess you'll just wait and see how it'll turn out for me, which is also an idea. I'm not gonna fault you for doing that either. Not at all. But anyway, what were we talking about? How there's no good PS2 games.
Oh no, hard PS2 games because
Oh,
I was like because we was like if they wanted you was like if they wanted me to enjoy the game, wanted me to like the game, they wouldn't make it so goddamn hard. And then we was talking about Dark Souls and how everyone wants to be the next Dark Souls, and I'm like, well, yeah, but back then there was everything was getting so handholdy that something like Dark Souls coming in and being like, we're not going to tell you what the hell to do, figure it out, dumbass, was that was appealing. Damn, I remembered everything.
I guess it wasn't appealing to me. Estimate. I mean, it's appealing to me now because I like Neo.
It's appealing to me now.
I guess I had to grow into it. I guess I had to grow up. You need to grow up.
I'm 38 years old.
Yeah, I guess I had to grow up.
Ugh,
Now let me see.
I hate this game.
You're playing a game during the stream? What the heck?
Yeah, because I can literally play this game one-handed if I really wanted to. It's Breath of Fire.
Oh, right. Right.
Doing a stupid puzzle where it's just panels like it's freaking Pokemon, like it's the ice puzzle in Pokemon. You wouldn't know that because you didn't grow up with Pokemon.
I will play Pokemon, the voxel version, and I'll play it in 3D,
Ew.
and I'll have the superior experience from everybody who played it on the
Just play fucking
GBA.
Pokemon. Just play fucking Pokemon Stadium or hell. I wouldn't fault you for playing Pokemon Coliseum.
I think no, I think like I said, if you played one Pokemon game, you played them all.
And Coliseum's a bit more unique. It actually has a plot, first of all.
Oh yeah, and freaking Game Freak's not making anything other than Pokemon ever again because everybody said their newest game was mid.
It's a shame. I played a little bit of it. It's all right. I'm just like, damn, I feel bad for Game Freak. Whenever they make anything new, no one cares, and when they do care, it's like, this is shit. Give us more Pokemon.
Maybe because they're
I'm
not
like,
good developers.
they were good. They were good. They were good in the Genesis era, probably.
They were good when they were making Drill Dozer.
They were good when they made Tembo the Badass Elephant.
I thought a British guy made that.
A British guy who was working at Game Freak. Yes, that was a Game Freak game. He directed it. James Turner.
That's kind of like saying, man, I'm pretty sure the next Metal Gear game is gonna be so great without Kojima.
That's what someone literally said. That's what not game. That's what the gaming Brit said. I think he went on the record of being like, because he was disappointed with MGS5. It's like I can't. It's like when Kojima when the next Metal Gear game comes out without Kojima, at least I can probably look forward to saying it. Well, at least it won't be as bad as Phantom Pain, and then it will survive. And I'm still waiting on that review.
I'm pretty sure everybody hated that.
Survive.
No, say that the Phantom Pain was bad.
It wasn't even that bad. It just didn't feel like a Metal Gear game at times, but I wouldn't say it was a bad game. I put 100 hours into that, and I enjoyed it.
Dang.
I enjoyed that this was like that was like the first game I played on like my gaming PC at like high settings, my first gaming laptop, and I was able to play through the whole thing without a single crash. No, that's a lie. One crash that probably got patched out. And I was like, damn, this is optimization. In fact, you could probably say a thing or two about the optimization of that game. You played it.
Oh yeah, that optimization was so freaking good. Every time I think about friggin' good, I think about that. No, I think about that one interaction between the voice actors of Carl Weezer and Mr. Krabs.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like, you want an M&M?
You want an M&M?
Like, no thanks.
Oh, no thanks. I'm stuffed. No, really, you should take an M&M. It's really good. Oh God, hold
on. That's always funny because he fed him a single M&M.
Is that good? So freaking good.
Carl Weasel would never say freaking.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's the most unrealistic part of that whole conversation. Carl Weezer thing, freaking. He also wouldn't say nigga, but that's a different story.
Thanks, nigga.
Thanks, nigga.
And demonetized. I'm never going on. I'm never going on. Getting monetized on YouTube ever.
No, it's fine. You waited until like over like 10 minutes or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's been 10 minutes. Nobody joins the streams in the first 10 minutes. I don't think I'll have anything to clip in this call though. Unfortunately, actually, I don't know if I'm gonna keep clipping though. I don't know if I'm gonna keep clipping. F in chat. Hello, F in chat. F in the chat says, I also say F in the chat. I have evolved. You're no longer Fin chat.
Fin chat.
Thanks, nigga.
Thanks, nigga.
Nah, but is there anything else in your cultural zeitgeist that you wanted to talk about? What's going on in your Twitter?
Nothing really.
That got goat.
I've been talking with someone who actually came to me for once. We've been like doing a good back and forth. It's been pretty cool talking with the guy. Other than that, not like a lot.
Oh, okay. So here's a thing that I saw earlier today. It was like that Toon Hive post that said Disney has now shelved 3 episodes featuring storylines that centered on transgender characters and gender identity. Like those 3 episodes was from Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, The Proud Family, and Win or Lose, right? And I was
Hmm.
like, and I kept seeing people responding to that, saying that Disney's a fake ally or whatever, and I'm like, nigga, Disney's a business. Like, it's like everybody wants Disney to be a revolutionary leader, but it's like they are a business first. Of course, they're gonna cut out like a gay scenes for China and Russia because like
Yeah.
only America only tolerates that kind of stuff. Everybody outside of America or not like influenced by American politics, they don't care about that kind of. They don't want that kind of stuff. And it's so funny for these like Disney tards to say like, man, they want to be a. They keep selling us garbage as if they are about that life. No, they'll talk about it because they'll talk about it because they know the American audience will tolerate it and probably like it. But you can't expect that universally.
Yeah.
It seems like people don't understand that. Also, I don't think a lot of people care about stories with black trans kids. I think there's like a small Venn diagram of people of stories that people will care about where black trans kids are in that Venn diagram of like your average American or your average Western Disney enjoyer. So I saw that and I was like, wow, that's pretty funny that people are upset over the idea that not every story is for everybody. It's really funny to see that in action.
Mm.
But hey, it is what it. It's Scooby. What it dooby do? What are your thoughts on that?
Is this recent? Because I feel like all this stuff was like over the course of the past year. And if that's the case, then it's like, why are people angry about it now? Like, people know Disney is just full of crap when it comes to we support the troops when it comes to supporting the LGBT community or whatever.
You want to know what's
We all
crazy?
know the whole what?
I don't think Disney's insincere. I don't think they're insincere when it comes to that kind of stuff. They are just a business,
Yeah,
like
like
because
I was about to say, they're just big business. Like all they want is your money, and they just want you to consume product. And if that means, I guess, queer baiting, for lack of a better word, to get you to accept that, then it's like, I don't know, to get you to buy their stuff, then it's like, yeah, I get it, you know.
it's
But at the end of the day, they just care about their bottom dollar. They just care about money.
for me. It's more like these people like Disney is a product of California, and the California has a is pretty embedded with those kinds of that are very okay and like upfront about those ideals. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it's forced at all for them to have those kinds of narratives. It's more like I said, it's more like it's they are a business first. And if the ideals get in front of the business, they're not going to make a lot of money. So I
Right.
do believe they care about it. I do believe they care about these narratives. It's just that not a lot of people care about those narratives.
Mm-hmm.
But the audience will forever be fickle. Okay, it dipped and now it's back
Okay, cool.
for some reason. F in chat says, "Who are they?" Disney. That's who they are. Uh,
Who are they?
California.
The big D?
The Big D, Californians, pretty much.
I thought you were gonna say something else. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah. You want me to say the Jews? Is that what you want me to say?
I was thinking it. I wasn't gonna say it out loud.
You want me to
Jeez,
say Das Juden? Is that the line?
no. Didn't even think of that. Ugh.
No, it's well, yeah, and it's yes and, but California's very, California's very left leaning, so that's why I'm like, yeah, they actually do like those narratives. Um, it's just they are still a business, so they will actively try to, if they can sneak their ideology in there, they will. But if it interacts with interferes with the bottom dollar, they're just gonna like say it's not that worth it. They'll because they'll have like a bunch of different opportunities for that. Hell, even like the Proud Family is just nothing but those ideologies. It's just that those one particular issue where there's like, okay, this is a little bit too much. Maybe not now.
Hmm.
Because I'm not sure the majority of the American audience is happier with the concept of black trans kids. You know what I mean? Or just
Right.
trans kids in general. But it like it is what it is. I don't own Disney.
I don't own Disney, and Disney doesn't own me.
Disney doesn't own me exactly. But it's but are you a Disney adult? What's the last Disney thing that you've seen? Huh?
Me? I don't
Yeah,
know.
you. I'm calling you out on the stage, like Phoenix Wright.
Um, I guess I skimmed through the Doomies recently, which was like a Disney Plus show that was done by the French, the people that did Augie and the Cockroaches. I didn't really watch that though. I skimmed through it to see what it was all about because it's like 20 episodes, and I'm like, I got stuff to do.
Why are we always so busy? Why is there so much content out in the world, but we're always too busy to engage with it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
So what's your answer?
Wait, my answer for what?
Why are we so busy? Why are there so much content in the world, but we're too busy to engage with it?
I think it's just an overload. Honestly, I think we're just being overloaded with content. Stuff is much like video games. Stuff is being pumped out way too fucking fast for us to mentally not accept, but like be like, okay, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to that, and eventually just get to. That's my mentality. Like, there's too much content being pushed out at too quick a speed, and I think people just need to slow down, chill out, just stop releasing stuff for 5 seconds. For 5 minutes.
So you're saying, let's all just sit down, lay on the grass, watch the clouds go by.
And watch your favorite episode of Family Guy on Hulu on Disney Plus.
Hulu on HBO.
About the HBO Max, like I fucking watch HBO Max.
I don't think do they call it HBO Max anymore?
They used to call it Max, and now they brought back HBO Max. So
Uh,
that whole name change was fucking pointless.
Dude, it's so funny because that I don't think I don't think that's cheap either. Like,
Yeah, yeah. That whole merger was stupid. At the end of the day,
uh, I keep looking back. I keep thinking about what G4 said. Basically saying like if it was a different time period, I feel like I probably would have gotten my own Adult Swim show. It just so happened. It just so happened that I went on Adult Swim during the merger.
uh, um, you mean the thing,
Yeah, development meeting.
right? Yeah, that
The
would track because they canceled all their online stuff after the merger.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard anybody else when I'm probably hyping myself up, but I remember one of the guys was like, "Yeah, please come back and try again." And I was
Mm.
like, "Dang, I could have. I literally could have,
I
but
could have been a gosh dang contender.
I could have been a contender. I could have could have made my own show. They could have gave me some money. I could have been a not really a showrunner. I don't know, but it could have happened. Dang, but I don't know. But hey, that's life.
I mean, at least you got like what money from it, right?
Yeah, that went directly to school, and I
Uh,
dropped out anyway.
damn. How much money was it? Was it 50 or 100?
300.
300. Okay. Why was I
Yeah,
lowballing? What the fuck?
$300. $300.
Okay.
I think first place got 300, second place got 150, third place got 50.
Look, at the end of the day, you beat out Rebel Taxi. So
Yeah, and I did it because of him. Because
I did it despite him, and
I
I beat him.
well, it's not difficult to beat. Saying, "Do you want to have sex with your own
Yeah,
creations?"
yeah,
in front
sure.
of Gendy.
Would you want to bang your own creation? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
In front of Gendy, like in the way that he was. I know this is like over a decade ago, but
Still funny.
it's still funny. Yeah, just showing off his pitch Bible like it was like the most OC thing to do because he was giving out like pointless information about his world and stuff like that. But hey, he's a guy with 1 million subscribers, and I'm just here. I'm more or less in the same place as I was a decade ago. So hey, what am I? Who am I?
You're my friend, right?
Yeah, and that means a lot.
That was a Sonic reference. You're supposed to be like, you're so naive.
You're so naive.
I've always,
What was
I've
that?
always,
Sonic
but I've
Unleashed?
always, no, that was Sonic 06. That was the end of like Silver Story and Sonic 06, where like Blaze is about to like kill herself to like sacrifice herself to like feel Iblis within her, and then Silver is like, "We fought so hard just to save the world. You're my friend, right?" And then she just goes, ah, "You're so naive." But I've always liked that about you, and she fucking dies.
So when did Sonic kiss a human girl?
That is the one where Sonic kisses a human. Well, you say like Sonic was the one who initiated the thing. He was dead during that, so the problem should be less Sonic kisses a girl and more like a girl forces herself onto Sonic while he is dead to bring her back
So
to life. To bring him back to life.
so when?
That's some Beavis and Butthead ass thinking. I still scored.
That is the only memorable line from that Metroid game.
That's the only line I know from that Metroid game. I don't play Metroid. I just observe it from like a distance. Look, that writer from Thomas All Engines Go was cooking when she wrote that. Okay.
She was like, "I'm so glad I'm not in that cubicle."
All I can think of whenever I hear this game is like, damn, I hope they don't give the voice actor shit for this role, because like he's just reading words off of a page. Leave him alone.
If I met him in real life, I'm just gonna say "so win." Like it's a verbal tick. Like I'm a Japanese character, and that's my verbal tick.
So, I'm gonna give him my non-existent Metroid Prime 4 Switch 2 edition case and be like, can you just sign this for me and just sign and just write it out to my name and just be like, so when?
I'm gonna see him in a Comic Con and be like, "Hey, can you say so win for the camera?"
Can you look into the camera and say so win? Like he's gonna know what the hell you're talking about. He probably recorded that game like 3 years in advance. He's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'll say it.
I think I remember there was a Comic Con that had a one of the voice actors of Squid Game, and then
Oh.
they were like, "Say the line." It was like, "I've played these games before." I mean, that's how I remember hearing. Well, from that Maxwell Adams interview with Great Lyle, like just going to Comic Cons is a pretty good way to make some extra change.
I remember, yeah, I remember when I was listening to that, and she was like, "Man, I should have been in the anime business because now all the anime actors are getting money from conventions." But then she also said, like, yeah, but then I also saw all the money you get from the anime voice acting. It's like I could be waiting tables for the amount of money you get. And I'm like, damn, you can't have it both ways, Gray.
Yeah, you can't. Like, what's it gonna be? Freaking with your union job and making extra bank from anime from cons, or get hella get on actual good projects with voicing anime.
Get on voicing good for anime, but they're only for Netflix. That's probably what's gonna happen. She's just gonna be on a Netflix English dub of an anime soon.
Dude, that's yeah. I would try to get on that, like seriously. Because if she's on
That's
a
what,
Netflix English dub, then she gets those. She gets the best of both worlds.
yeah, that's what a lot of like actors are like doing now. Cause I know one of the anime that I didn't watch, I forget what it's called. Not, I forget what it's called, but it has like the guy who did Raziel and Legacy of Kain and Chad Finster and Rugrats as one of the characters in it. And I'm like,
Not,
damn, are we hurting that much that we're doing anime?
I'm not Stu.
I still. Oh shit, my earphone fell out.
Okay, what time is it? 7:43. It's time to almost wrap up this call.
It's time to wrap this party up.
It's almost time. Oh yeah, F in chat says Sakia Sanic. Yeah, when we're talking about Sonic 06, Sonic 06. Don't let your kids play.
Don't let your kids watch it.
But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about, so I might end call here. Not call, but the stream, so we can probably do freaking play Batman again.
Batman Arkham Asylum.
Batman or finish Baki.
Oh yeah.
Or
You almost passed out watching Baki.
yeah, because usually I do other things while we're watching it, but I just couldn't keep. I just couldn't do anything. I could have played something on the Thor. I really could have.
Yeah, you really could have, huh?
But I was like, I'm so tired of everything dying on me, everything being slow. But now I have speed on my side, and a better computer components.
Oh.
So I can now play Neo while Baki is going. And I'm like, whoa, look at all these hype moments.
And Aura?
Aura and hype moments. Would you be speaking of aura and hype moments? Would you be down to watching Solo Leveling?
Yeah. I don't mind watching Solo Leveling. How bad could it be?
We can watch it once, and then I'll be like, wow, this is hot garbage. And then we can watch something good after, like Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken or Vampire Hunter D. Snuts. Yeah. I did before you could. I robbed you from your joy. Your
That was my line.
I robbed you from your joy, your purpose in life.
That was my line.
Your line, your joy, your purpose in life. It all belongs to me now.
Damn.
But anyway,
How? Okay.
I think I should end it here.
All right.
Anyway, thanks F and chat for coming out. You take care. Peace. And Lamai, because I know Lamai's in the background listening to this because he was talking in the chat earlier. And Mystery Third Guy, which is probably you. All right. No problem.